Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, I do not know why I thought that this was the season finale. I don't know why I thought that, but it was not. But let's get into it. Okay, so Mia and Gordon at this therapy session. I told y'all before, I don't believe nothing Mia says. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's fake. I don't know what's going on. Now, there was a point where I thought that maybe the whole kicking Gordon out of his business situation was Gordon's way of protecting the family's money, or the family's way of protecting the family's money from Mia. But now I'm not even sure. I don't know what I believe at this point. The both of them just lie. They just lie. And I'm not going to be surprised if we find out at the reunion that they're better than ever, or if we find out next season that they're better than ever. I don't know. I wanted to feel for Mia when she said he was trying to be, he was being financially abusive. I didn't like that too much. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, well, Mia, girl, you said you had an inheritance. You were a stripper heiress. And at the end of the day, Miss Ma'am, you're on the Real Housewives of Potomac. If you want to leave, you can leave. Like I said, I don't know what's real and what's not real when it comes to Mia, child. I don't know, I guess. Okay, so we get this scene with Candace at home. She was real cute. It was very much giving Janet Jackson, Poetic Justice vibes. She looked, that's my girl. I'm gonna have to tell her when she looked nice, okay? But this therapy session with Dr. Ken, I love that he asked her, are you going to allow fear rob you of the chance of being a mother? And he was right to ask her that, because I love Candace dearly. Y'all know I love Candace. But I feel like we've been going through this song and dance since she came on the show. Like, oh, I'm scared to be a mom. I'm scared to be a mom. I want to be a mom, but I'm scared to be a mom. And it's like, girl, we all have these fears. We all have these, emotions and reservations and hesitance and all of that stuff. But it's like, girl, you want to do it. I'm sure you were scared to do everything else that you've done, okay? But you did it, and you're doing it, and you're amazing. So you're going to be amazing at being a mother. I think for the simple fact that Candace already is mindful of what she doesn't want to pass on to her kid and what she does want to instill in her child, and she's already thinking about intentions, she will do well. She will do well as a mother, okay? No parent is perfect. I mean, you could do every single thing that you think is right. Your child is going to get grown one day and still complain about certain things, because ain't nobody perfect. You are gonna do great because you're already walking into this motherhood journey with intention. So for that alone, I think, girl, you're gonna be just fine. And while I have you guys here, many of you probably already seen all the drama that has unfolded on Twitter. Child, I ain't trying to get into all of that. I'm really not. Because of all this drama, a recent appearance that Candace made on a podcast with Mona, Don't Call Me White Girl, Candace made a comment. It's been resurfaced, and the people are upset. The people are mad at you, Candace girl. Why you say that shit on that show? I don't know if y'all seen the clip. Y'all go check it out if you want to. But I'm gonna say this. I do think that maybe Candace should not have said that. I think because Candace, girl, a lot of people don't like you, and I think you know this. And so when you say certain things, you do got to be mindful of your words, because people, sometimes they only listen to what you say, or they only watch videos or interviews to catch you saying something wrong. So many people are looking for a gotcha moment when it comes to you, because they are so vexed with you, girl. They are so mad that you introduced the world to the word colorism. Okay, you introduced this white audience on Real Housewives of Potomac to the word colorism, and girl, they are mad at you. For those of you who may not know what I'm talking about, Candace said something to the effect of, I'm afraid to have light-skinned children. They did not like that you said that. And I can understand how that sounded crazy to a lot of people. It didn't land on me the same way, because Candace has spoke on this before in depth and explained herself. So when I heard this, it wasn't like, ooh, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. I didn't feel that way. One time I think Candace was on live with Chris. This was a long time ago. This is like maybe season 4, season 5 time. And someone asked her, like, when are you guys gonna have a baby? And she did say, how She is very comfortable being a black woman. She knows the struggles. She knows the pride in her heritage. She knows everything about walking in this world as a black woman. She would not have that same confidence trying to rear a biracial child. She says that that child would face different struggles and different experiences, and she's not sure that she would know how to navigate that. But she also said that, she has lots of friends who are biracial, who will be a part of her village, who will be there to lend a helping hand to help her get through it. She never said, if I have a baby, the baby is too light skinned, I'm gonna send the baby back. She never said nothing like that. But that's the way that people wanted to run with it and take it. And I know that we got to be very careful and mindful of the words that we speak out of our mouths, because people will slice and dice something, remove all context, and just throw it out there to make people look a certain way. But like I said, maybe if I never heard her explanation, maybe if I had heard this soundbite, it would have bothered me a little bit. But it didn't bother me because, like I said, I've heard she's talked about this before. So for me, it's like it didn't hit the same. It just didn't hit the same. We gotta be careful what we say. People were saying, well, if one of the light-skinned women, Giselle or Ashley, said, "Oh, I don't want to have a dark-skinned baby," it would have been a whole problem. It wouldn't have been no problem. Y'all, the people that like to defend them would have defended them. It would have been no different than anything else that has happened in the past. It would have been what it would have been. And let's just be real. Everybody want to have a baby that look like them. Unless you butt ugly, you want your baby to look like you. You do. I think what the problem was for people is people have decided in their brains that Candace is jealous of the light-skinned women because she wants to be a light-skinned woman. And a lot of people feel like she only married a white man. Not she married the man that she loved, not that she married her best friend, but she only married a white man, because that's all he is to some of y'all. She married a white man because she wanted to have children that look like Ashley and Giselle. Now when she says she wants brown babies, now it's a problem for her to say that. For me, it's really crazy because a lot of y'all really don't like this word colorism, but it's so funny because y'all participate in it, and it's like y'all don't even know that y'all do it. Y'all deny it, but y'all do things that expose you. Because this is the thing. What would make you look at Candace, her lifestyle, everything that she's had growing up, and then look at Ashley and everything that Ashley has had to go through, and what would make you say that Candace is jealous of Ashley? What? She grew up wealthy. She had 2 sets of parents. They ain't never made that girl struggle for a damn thing in her life. She married the man that she wanted to marry. Educated, went to school, no student loan debt, none of that. Nice car, nice house, everything that she wanted. Then you got Ashley over here, and I don't want to drag Ashley, but y'all know Ashley's resume. Sheila, the daddy that slammed the door in her face. Ashley looking for her daddy. Candace got 2 daddies. Candace selling the house that her mother bought her. Ashley having to buy her mom a house. Like, y'all know the story. If y'all watch the show, then y'all already know what it is. Now Ashley's sitting up here telling us that she ain't gonna get nothing out of this marriage that she had with this man. This man probably won't even let her come back to the show. Like, Ashley really, I don't know who's looking at Ashley's life and wants Ashley's life. I don't know who's looking at Ashley and is jealous. How? It don't make no sense. But the fact that y'all think that Candace is jealous of Ashley, what you think that is? Why y'all think that is? The fact that Ashley's supporters get on social media and say, Candace is just jealous of Ashley because Ashley has her own hair. What you think that is? What do you think that is called? You know what my favorite one is the moment that a black woman speaks up for herself. And it's always when a black woman says something and she says that, I'm being treated differently. I'm being mistreated. I'm whatever gripe she has. And colorism is in the mix. Y'all love to say that, oh, you're just insecure. So darker skin is something to be insecure about. Never ever in any evers have I seen when a white woman complains about equality or being mistreated, I've never seen anyone tell a white woman, girl, you just insecure because your skin is white. Girl, you just insecure because you light skinned. Girl, you just insecure about your skin. I ain't never heard nothing like that. Y'all reserve that for the dark skinned women. I ain't never heard y'all tell a light skinned woman or a white woman that they are insecure about their skin. So what you're saying is people who are dark skinned have a reason to be insecure. Dark skin is something to be insecure about. The thing about it is people just don't know when to shut up. Sometimes some conversations are not for you. Sometimes it's okay to be quiet. Sometimes it's okay to just observe and let the people who know what they're talking about, let them have that conversation, and you just be like, this one is not for me. This one don't have nothing to do with me. I don't know enough about it. Make I set to me months. That's what you're supposed to do, is keep it quiet. Keep it on mute when you don't know what you're talking about. Sometimes it's okay to just stay in your lane. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Okay, so let's just skip on over to this fashion show. I'm not gonna drag the fashions. Y'all saw what it looked like. We don't gotta go there. We do not have to go there. Y'all saw it for yourselves, okay? But I will say, I mean, this is cute for Ashley, you know. We haven't seen Ashley do anything, and I'm not even trying to be mean, but the 8 years that she's been on our TV screens, we have not seen Ashley put anything together. I think Ashley did a brunch season 3, and that was the last time we saw Ashley really do anything. So this, you know, kudos to you, Ashley. I don't think we'll be seeing any of those fashions. I'm pretty sure she's gonna do like everybody else. They're gonna private label their athletics. They're gonna get us some leggings and some sweatshirts, some hoodies. Congratulations to y'all. Okay, so we all saw the scene where Mia was letting Candace and Wendy know about Giselle's father's surgery and him not being well. At the time, she did not explain, but we all know that Giselle's father passed away from brain cancer. That's very unfortunate. I know what cancer can do to a person. I've seen it up close with my own 2 eyes. It's a devastating situation. I feel for Giselle's kids. I know she has other siblings, the rest of her family. I feel for them. I feel for Giselle. I know what it's like to lose your parent. I know what it's like to lose your father. I know what it's like to lose a parent to cancer. So no shade, nothing like that. But I also will say that, you know, this is the reality, right? When you go around treating people a certain way, sometimes you find yourselves in weird situations. A situation like this where it would have been nice if all the women could gather around her and show her love and show her support. I don't even think Giselle was expecting Wendy or Candace to walk up to her and be nice. The fact that she even acknowledged Wendy when Wendy said congrats and she said I appreciate it, I feel like she ain't want to do that. I feel like the only reason she even opened her mouth and acknowledged Wendy is because of the state that she was in. She knew she needed all the positive energy around her. And it's sad that it has to come to that for you to be somewhat decent to a person. It's like these shows should not get so nasty, but they do. But they do. It really should be a learning lesson for everyone. It's like we are all people. We are all human. We can get annoyed with each other. We can throw shade. We could do all those things. But we are all human. We all have feelings and emotions. The same way she loves her father, Wendy loves her mother. Wendy had already lost a father. So out of that group, Wendy, Mia, Karen, and now Giselle, they all know what it's like to lose your father. They all know what that feeling. It would have been nice to see them gather around her and show her love. But Giselle, you haven't done that. Y'all had the opportunity to really step it up and be there for Karen the first 3 seasons. Karen let us know season 1 that her mother had Alzheimer's. I believe her father had it too, but we didn't really know that her father, I think her mother's condition was far more advanced, or it showed more signs of advancement than her father. I don't really know because it was kind of like, you know, there were things that we were told and there were things we don't know. But Karen shared with us season 1, and I remember I felt something for her when she sat there and she said, I don't even want to think about a day that my mom doesn't know who I am. She looks at me and can't recognize me. That tore me up. And what happened? Those ladies tormented and they put Karen in the hot seat. Season 1, reunion, season 2, all of season 3. And then her parents died. They continued the antics shortly after that. I mean, let's look at season 4. When they went to New Orleans, to celebrate Giselle's father. I don't think that Giselle even realized how hard it might have been for Karen to watch Giselle interact with her father after she had just buried her own. I can speak out of experience for myself that sometimes it's very hard for me to see a girl my age with her mother. It doesn't feel good. To see a girl my age be like, oh, I'm about to call my dad. It hurts. It hurts. It really does. And it's like you don't want to live your life bitter, but those things hurt. I don't think she even considered that, dang, I'm right here and I'm my dad, his birthday, we're celebrating my dad, and Giselle's a daddy's girl, and Karen just buried hers, and Karen is having to watch you do that. So I remember they were supposed to go to the club, and Karen was like, she didn't want to go to the club. She wanted to stay in her room. Giselle badgered that woman. Oh, why you lying about why you was in your room? You was on Instagram. Why you don't tell the people? You just wanted to talk to the people on Instagram instead of hanging out with us. You didn't even think for 2 seconds that maybe there's something more to this. Maybe I should just shut up. Every single thing doesn't have to be an attack, but it was. I feel for Giselle, but it's a learning lesson. What you put out into the world is what you're going to receive. Giselle was walking around this world like she would never have to experience an unpleasant day. She would never have to experience heartbreak. Your parents are older, so she should have known that at some point you're going to bury them. And you're going to want the type of grace. You should have been giving the type of grace to someone that you would want to receive. And you didn't give it to Karen. So I would hope that moving forward, it would be different. When Wendy said, while we were in Texas and my mom had to do surgery, you guys were dragging me. Y'all were dragging my mother. Y'all were making fun of my mother while I was sitting there with this angst in my body, in my spirit. Y'all were talking crap about me and my mom. A lot of people wanted to hear something that Wendy didn't say. Wendy never said that Giselle made fun of her mother's surgery. She said you guys were making fun of my mother, which they were. When Wendy broke down and she was talking to Mia, Candace, and Karen, Mia went back and relayed this to Nneka and to Robin. And Robin was like, she's trying to make this about her. This is not about her. Her family isn't being attacked. My family's being attacked. I know Robin went back and told Giselle that. I know the people talk. I know y'all knew something was up with Wendy. Her mom didn't have to be in any type of nothing. When you get to a certain age, you're supposed to thank God. Anything can happen. Dragging someone's mother, whether they're well, whether they're sick, it's not a thing you're supposed to do. It's just wrong. And now you're going through this and people expect everyone to be nice to Giselle. No, that's just not how this goes. You cause someone to hurt and to feel a certain way. What you want her to do? Giselle has said many a different ways that she does not like Wendy, so she doesn't care what happens to Wendy. At some point, Wendy needs to believe her. And I feel like we're at the point where Wendy finally believes that Giselle don't like her. So back in season 6, remember the ladies went to The Real. Karen had her own episode on The Real. Mia and Robin shared an episode. Candace had her own episode. Ashley and Wendy were supposed to share an episode. Ashley ended up doing it alone because Wendy had to fly back to Maryland because her daughter was in the ICU. The next day, I think, was Giselle's solo appearance on The Real. She dragged Wendy. As a mother, and that's the one thing that we all say we love about Giselle. Giselle is a great mother. And as a mother, you knew that Wendy had to leave and fly back home because her little daughter was in the ICU. As a mother, you couldn't just express that, hope everything's okay. As a mom myself, I would hate to be in your shoes. Nothing. You had nothing kind, nothing, no sympathy, no empathy. Your first lady, Instinct, nothing. You had nothing to offer to Wendy. But you guys want Wendy to find some type of human emotion to give to Giselle for why? So Giselle can reject her yet again and y'all can laugh? Because had Wendy gone over there to say something nice to Giselle, Giselle would have ignored her like she always does. She would have been standoffish. She would have been cold-shouldered to Wendy. And y'all would have been like, I don't know why she going over there with that fake shit. Y'all know y'all would have. Anyway, so this scuffle. I already did a video about it when it happened 8 months ago. I don't really want to go too much. I don't want to do that all over again. Okay, y'all saw what happened. Everybody should have seen the TMZ footage by now. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what to say. My takeaway from this is, Deborah, Sesame Street, you're weird. You're weird, and I hope we never see you again. Not on this show. Maybe Baddies East can find you and y'all can figure something out. But we don't want you over here on Bravo. Like, you're a weirdo. Her coming over there pretending as if she was upset with Candace was nonsense. You weren't upset with Candace. You didn't feel any type of way towards Candace. You were very happy to be acknowledged by Candace. Her calling you Sesame Street did not upset you. You weren't mad. You just wanted a reason to come at her. Let's keep it real. Lots of people hate Candace. And lots of people have been saying since forever, ever since season 5, anytime Candace says anything that they don't like, they want her to be assaulted again. People, the funniest thing to me is people who you know can't fight. You know some of these people don't have hands. You know some of these people couldn't fight their way out of a wet paper bag, but they be always talking about she need to get bopped on her head again. Y'all know if somebody stepped to y'all right now, y'all would nut up, ain't got no hands for nobody, but y'all want to see Candace get beat up. Ain't been in a fight a day in your life. And the ones that really piss me off the most are the white people that sit on Twitter and say that she needs to be beaten. Why does she need to be beaten? Why? Why? Why does she need to be beaten when this is the name of the game? This is the name of the show. Sparring and throwing shade is what they do. They don't physically attack each other, but y'all always want Candace to be the one to be assaulted. And half of y'all will get y'all ass whooped if y'all ever tried to square up with somebody. But talking about she need to get, like, y'all need to go sit down somewhere. Y'all really do. But anyways, Deborah done read all y'all little comments and thought if she stepped to Candace that would make her more likable. And you're a weirdo. You're really a weirdo. And y'all think that fighting shit is cute. You know what, Candace, you should have picked up instead of the champagne bottle? You should have grabbed the bucket, emptied the bucket out, and then you would have had a good grip on that to start swinging at that wild Deborah's head. You would have done better that way, because my dear sis Candace, girl, you know I love you. But that bottle that you picked up, that bottle weighed almost as much as you. You picked that bottle up and it jerked you backwards. I was like, oh, child. If you really had to defend yourself with that bottle, it wouldn't have been too good. But if you would have picked up the bucket that the bottle was in, that would have been a better thing, because you would have had good control over that, and you could have whopped her upside her head so many times. Before they got, girl, you could have towed her up. Girl, hit me up, girl. I got you. Okay, I'll tell you what to do to these wild birds that want to attack you, girl. Anyway, Desperate Debbie, like, girl, I hope we never see you again. But yeah, that fight was really lame. I don't think she really cared that Candace called her Sesame Street. I mean that. She was walking around over there hugging everybody, them sloppy ass, ugly ass hugs, like you just look crazy. You looked crazy. Ashley knew what you were up to. And I said it earlier, you know, I said it in my video that I made when the fight first happened. There was an incident with Monique and her friend trying to fight Ashley. That woman Gigi was banned from set. While Deborah needs to be banned from set. There needs to be some type of standard, some type of protocol, how to handle stuff like this. You guys cannot, castmates can't bring outside people to come fight. I think that's a problem. I think, Bravo, y'all getting a lot of lawsuits. Y'all really don't want to encourage extras to come over there to beat up your castmates. Because y'all think Leah's suing y'all. Y'all better tighten up on the shenanigans that y'all allow to happen on y'all set. Because Ashley's friend should not be trying to come over there to assault Candace. That was not okay. That was really corny. You would ban Gigi because Gigi tried to fight Ashley, but you won't ban Wild Deborah. She should have never been there. But anyways, I'm glad that Kiana dealt with her, okay, and sent her on her way. Unfortunately, I know that Kiana was injured and she had to leave in an ambulance. I think the cup that Deborah hit her in the face with caused her to be bleeding. Kiana, you need to, whoever Desperate Debbie is married to, you need to sue them. I told you, she should have sued them, the club, Ashley, Michael Darby, everybody, sue them all. Like, anyways. Child, I guess, y'all, we done made it. It's only one more episode. Hopefully, it's a good episode. Hopefully. Hopefully. You know, I don't know. But, yeah. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.